How you guys doing today? Any progress on your vision, your goals, gym? Let me know in the box below how you guys are getting on. I've had a really good day today. These are the best days where I'm quite serious in my face, but I'm very happy and peaceful inside because I've done a lot. I've got up early, I've done my gratitude, I've said my thanks to God, I've done my praying, I've gone to the gym, I've had a brilliant workout, I've come out the gym, I've done some writing, I've worked on my business, I've had a conversation with family members, mum, brother, a lot of positive thinking, and now I'm making this video of cleaning the apartment, so here we go. This video is dedicated, one of my clients asked me to make this video, so this is for him. He's doing my 6 weeks confidence program. We're doing a lot of accountability, goal setting. We're doing it over Zoom and voice message. I've coached him in London in person, so this is for him, but this is for many men that want to improve in discipline, confidence, they want to be successful, and all the above. So I wrote this down again. This is my own writing, so it will help me to make this video better and to pinpoint every detail. So here we go. Daily habits that will change a man's life and his perspective. In my 20s and early 30s, I made all the mistakes with regards to my attitude towards discipline and everyday habits. It caused me a lot of pain and it negatively affected every aspect of my life. After suffering from a mental health breakdown at age 34, I had a realization that I had to change my attitude around discipline and everyday habits. This has changed my life in such a positive way. I have incorporated this in my confidence coaching business, and my clients are super enthusiastic about practicing daily habits in their life of discipline, gratitude and positive thinking, especially as they're starting to see the progress with implementing this in the coaching. Daily habits are about doing the obvious things, but doing them from a place of joy and excitement. That's the difference. I'll elaborate more in another video about that. So here's an example of daily habits, right down to the grassroots of the fundamentals of daily habits of everyday living. Making the bed when you wake up in the morning, showering and putting on clean clothes, cleaning your apartment on a regular basis, so cleaning it and maintaining it, and that's a lifelong practice. Listening to about 15 to 30 minutes of motivation, or praying to God and giving thanks and gratitude, or both. These are the fundamentals of daily habits that build discipline, confidence, self-respect, and they strengthen your character. Once you master these fundamental basic daily habits, you can then progress on to the more advanced habits such as, and I coach my clients in all my coaching on how to do this. So you can consistently build a habit of going to the gym and loving the gym, doing it from a place of passion, love, excitement. If you watch my videos online, guys, I'm sure you watch them, the daily boxing clips on Instagram, on YouTube, you see that I don't just train hard, but I love it. I train with passion. I'm in my element when I'm training. Now I'm a kid again. I'm not focused on anything. I'm just present, enjoying it. I just love it. I have fun with it as well. I don't take it too serious, but I take it very serious. So you can do that. That's an advanced habit. The next advanced habit is buying healthy food and cooking at home. And again, it's the whole appreciation around the cooking, the eating, it's gratitude. I've just realized this is all gratitude. Then you can move on to building a successful business for yourself, being your own boss, becoming financially free and making a positive impact on your clients or your customers, and just enjoying the whole journey of being a businessman and changing people's lives. Then you can go on to things like public speaking, which is the ultimate discipline. It's an amazing skill to have for anyone that wants to be better in life. Traveling the world, amazing. Helping other people. So yeah, accomplishing your goals, your dreams and your vision. Never underestimate the power of doing simple daily habits. The more you practice them, the better you become. So I've just gone on to say, yeah, this is what I teach on the 6 weeks confidence program and on my 1 year confidence program. So let me just add a few more things, right? Just off by heart, what I'm learning at the moment. If you want to be successful in life, now I'm going to explain that, it's a big area. Success is different to every individual, but I think most people know. Let's start off by saying emotional success. So not external success, let's just hold that for a second. Money, a big following, a business, buying a car, a house, having a skill. We'll come to that in a second. If you want to feel good about yourself, guys or girls, and you want to be confident and happy in who you are, you've got to practice the basic fundamentals of having self-respect. And you're not going to have self-respect if you can't clean, clean your apartment, make the bed, wash the dishes, cook for yourself. And that also goes on to a really challenging discipline for the whole of humanity. I practice it every day. How do you treat other people? That's one question I can ask anyone, just to find out where they're at spiritually, how happy they are. Just I'll ask you an honest question. You can answer this. Your heart won't lie. How do you treat people from day to day? Do you like the way you treat people? Do you treat people how you want people to treat you? And listen, if the answer is no, I don't, and I feel ashamed about that, and that makes me feel terrible, great, change it. Because for many years, if someone asked me that question, and it did get asked quite a few times, Jonathan, how do you treat people? Do you treat people well? The answer was no. The answer was no. And that's when I realized I've got to change. And of course, change starts with yourself, your habits, your house, your cleaning, and then that progresses on to how do you treat people. When you're being served by a waiter, do you treat them well? And if you don't, it's because you don't feel good about yourself. You don't like yourself. So to change this relationship and feel good about yourself, all these habits will all affect one another. So of course, if you don't make your bed, if the trash isn't taken out, if you eat a poor diet, if you don't respect yourself, if you've got no discipline, of course that's going to spill over onto all your relationships. So that's why I said, do not underestimate the value, the discipline, the power, the integrity, and the strength of character when you master these things. As I said, I had to go through having a mental health breakdown to realize this. Of course, I don't want any of you to go through that. You don't need to go to that extreme. And I had to do boxing. And I want to go back to this as well. I always remember this. We all have this. I remember a time in my life, it was my mum and my nan. Both of them said this. I was in my early 20s. And they loved me very much, which is great, right? And they said, I've got a good heart. I've always had a good heart. And I've always liked that about myself. But my nan said to me, and my mum said to me, in a kind way, I didn't take it well, your attitude isn't great. You don't have a great attitude. And I got really angry and upset. And in my own thinking, pride, I thought, no, they don't really understand. Like, I didn't really want to hear it. And that was the problem. And that's why I lost jobs. I struggled to be successful in my life. I struggled emotionally. I was quick to anger. I was a weak man. I had a weak character at that time, although I had good qualities. So it's not all just black and white. But I look back and I say, wow, they were so right. And I could see they love me, because that can ruin your whole life. And I go back to that and I think, oh man, it makes sense. But that's what it's about. If you learn, that's the character of a great man and great woman. You can be honest and say, yeah, I had a bad attitude. Yeah, I was totally wrong. I take ownership. I'm sorry for it. You change it. And that's what it's about. This is about changing your attitude, then you can change your life. Because until you change your attitude, you ain't building a successful business, or even worse, and I don't want any of you to do this, you'll build a successful business like I did with hard work and a passion and some good qualities, but you'll drag it down with a bad attitude. So the whole attitude is about your whole view on life, on people. And it's a strong integrity, and there's layers in this, and I'm still a work in progress, so I work on fixing my attitude every single day. And I see this today with a lot of men. They've got a very bad attitude towards life. I understand they're angry, they're hurting. We could all use that victim story. We've all been hurt and angry. It's not good enough. You want to be successful. Hold on a second. Perfect. That's why I take these notes. I write these things down because I really want to help you guys and girls. Okay. Hold on a second here. Where were we now? Okay, great. Here's the title. Okay. Blaming others for your failures in life. That's what I was doing. I was working at Royal Mail. I was happy with the job as a postman, and I've always appreciated that job because it gave me a lot in my life. It gave me an income. It gave me work ethic. I could pay some rent, and it's led me up until where I am now. So, blaming others for your unhappiness and failures in life. Successful people don't blame anybody for their failures. Instead, they take responsibility and they use their setbacks to make an even stronger comeback. I could also rephrase that. Successful people don't deny that people have done them wrong. We've all been done wrong. I've been bullied. I think everyone around my area got bullied. You've been bullied. We've all been bullied. We've been treated bad. That's not right. No one's saying that's right. But successful people, despite the unjust behaviour, they use the pain and what people have done, and they go out and they be a better person. Because two wrongs don't make a right. If someone bullies me and treats me like trash, and I go and bully you and treat you like trash because I say, well, he bullied me, I'll do it to you, that doesn't make me right. That makes me just as bad. So it's about being a better person. So moving on, successful people find gratitude in the most difficult and challenging situations. This is why they become successful, because their character and their attitude and their gratitude. It's about character and having a good character. This is an emotional discipline that anybody who is committed can master this. Anybody at any stage. They can strengthen their character and they can learn. It starts off with the basic daily habits. Yep, again, clean the apartment, showering, giving thanks to God, gratitude, the gym, healthy eating, being kind and friendly when you talk to other people, controlling your anger and overriding your anger with love and patience. Yep, having a vision and working towards it every day. So when we go right to the core of the essence, when we say, why am I going to fix my bed? That's the reason why. Because if you can't fix your bed, then you've got no shot, no chance at going on and achieving goals and dreams and aspirations. Or if you do, you will not sustain it. You will sabotage it, you'll bring it down. And you're not going to be a great person. I could go on and on. A lot of the times, me as well, we all do this. We want things from people. We want respect, we want love, we want money, we want followers, we want this and that. We want all these things, we're asking, but we're not prepared to give ourselves. So if you want things, you've got to give things. What's that really saying? It's really saying if you want people to be kind and nice and love you, you've got to be the same way back. I often hear this from men and women, complaining about everyone who's let them down and everything that's gone wrong in their life, and then they say things like, I'm not going to be kind to people now, I'm not going to trust people, I'm not going to be nice to people because someone done this to me. And I think, well, you're not going to be successful then. You're never going to change because you're in a victim state. You're not going to be better. You're not going to get past that then, because you've just told yourself that you're never going to be nice to someone, you're never going to be kind because past relationship failed you and hurt you. If I went by that premise, I could never teach. I'd never help any of you. Couldn't be nice to my clients. Couldn't be nice to anybody, because the way I was treated when I was younger, not by everybody, but by certain people, I was treated awful. It was terrible. I was abused physically, mentally, emotionally. I was really treated bad. But I was treated really great by so many people. And I think people forget that, they get bitter. And I've got a saying, it's really cheesy, but I'm gonna say it. And I am from the 80s, so I can say it. Don't get bitter, get better. So we're working on character. Character is more important. For me personally, I know most people will disagree, but that's fine. For me, character is more important than having billions of pounds. I'd rather have no money, I'd rather be on universal credit, as long as obviously I want a roof over my head, I can eat, I'm not going to go hungry, there's a place, warm clothes. I'd rather be on universal credit and have a great character, be a great person, treat people well, than be a billionaire but have a really, really shitty character and treat people like trash because you're insecure, you're angry, and you've got all this money, all this fame, but you don't treat people well. For me, that's broke. I don't want to be like that. Everyone's different. I know a lot of you have got good values, you'll resonate, you'll feel what I'm saying. But an even better one would be to be a billionaire and have a great character, be a great person. Like I spoke about in the last video, I gave examples of billionaires who've got good hearts. So I really want to put this in so you know where I'm coming from, who I am, what my values are, and what I'm teaching and what I practice. Now you guys are probably thinking, he's asking us to do stuff or encouraging us to do stuff that is almost impossible. Yeah, I am. It's worth it. If it was easy, everyone would do it. This is a lot of the stuff I learned when I worked with Jeff Thompson. It was amazing. I worked with Jeff, it exposed all of my flaws, and it taught me the type of man that I want to be, because Jeff was a good role model, someone with great character, was a kind person, very disciplined, and taught me stuff that I'm still learning now. So you learn from great men and women. As I said, I learned this from my lovely mum and nan, because all the lessons were in the childhood. But when you're ignorant and you're angry and you blame everything for parents and everyone, you don't hear it. You have to go through a lot of pain. I'm trying to save you guys quite a lot of pain so you can learn now. So it's not just about age, because some men are 50, they still haven't grown up. They're 60, they act like children. It's a level of emotional maturity and awareness, and it can be learned by making the bed, cleaning the apartment, having self-respect. And now I'm just drawing on, my whole life is flashing. I learn, live and learn from good habits and bad habits, and you'll see the difference. Look at all the successful people. They dress smart, they're in suits, they look good, they sound good, they live good, they put good vibes out, and it's no surprise why they're successful. Look at the people that are unsuccessful. They're miserable, they're resentful, they're angry, they're criticizing people, they're judging, they're hating, they don't look after themselves, they don't have a good attitude towards life. It's no surprise. It's no surprise. Your attitude is everything. If you've got a good attitude, you'll always make the money. People want to be around you when you've got a great attitude. They'll just want to be around you. The character, the energy is different. But everyone can do it. I did it in a mental hospital. I had no money. I've done this when I was on benefits many times, and because of the character and the mindset, ended up making money, you'll create all these things for yourself, guys and girls, by the character. But you've got to work your ass off to get to this point. It's got to be daily, and you've got to be patient. Some days you're going to do well, some days you're not going to do so well. I was telling a client, I was telling him, be slow to anger. We all feel anger. We all feel anger, especially men. But strength in character is controlling your anger and not gushing out on other people, because it will just ruin your whole life. If you can't stop being angry, you're never going to be successful. It will affect every area of your life. Take it from someone who was angry for the first 20 years of their life. Couldn't be told, didn't listen, comes back to attitude again. When you're so angry and ignorant, you don't listen. You don't want to listen to people because you think you know better, until you realize you didn't know better. They knew better than you. Older than you, smarter than you, more experienced than you, or sometimes even younger. So it doesn't mean that someone can't know more than you who's younger than you. I learn from people of all different ages. If they're smart and they're showing good character, then I'm going to listen to what they've got to say. I'm going to take bits that I can learn. So this is how deep it goes, and you just feel great about yourself. Look, it's very simple. Why would you feel good about yourself if you can't clean your apartment? Why would you feel good if you've got no discipline? Why would you feel good if you hate everybody, you judge everyone, and you hate yourself? You will not feel good about yourself. Of course you're going to feel good if you're practicing love every day, you're practicing good values, you're cleaning, you're having a good, even when times are tough, of course you're going to feel good about yourself. Of course it's going to show in your demeanor. It's just obvious. But to practice it takes a warrior, because you've got to get past hate, resentment, anger, who did this to you, who did that to you, your insecurities. It's personal responsibility. And all the successful people are all saying the same thing, just from their personality, their life experience, and it's great. All the information is out there, but it's up to you to implement it. I can only do so much. I'm not responsible for everything in your life. You're responsible, but I've shared my story. I've given you all the teaching. I've explained the value of it. Put it into practice. You'll become a better person. If you can get past pride and anger and blaming everybody that done you wrong and take responsibility, like my mentor said, once you become successful and happy, there's no one left to blame. Just appreciation. Probably forgiveness will come as a consequence anyway. So this explains a lot of the emotional problems. These are the things that you've got to face if you want to be successful in life. Even losing weight, starting a business, improving relationships, just getting out of your own issues and problems. All right, there you go. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, and we'll keep this going. All right, have a great day.